When I started this project, we had a pretty good idea, we thought, of what it was going to take to complete it, to make it happen. And then when we opened it up, it became a lot more of a job than we initially anticipated. Actually, there was some people, engineers, an inspector that thought maybe we should have just torn the whole place down, which I don't think so. I mean, those windows, that view, come on, it's going to be awesome. But we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. And there's a lot more to it than we initially anticipated. And sometimes jobs are like that. Sometimes life's like that. You just don't know what you're getting yourself into, and then you're committed. And then there are times when you know exactly what it's going to cost. You know exactly what you're going to get into. You know exactly the type of struggle it's going to be. And even though you want to make the right decision, even though you want to do the right thing, you know that this is going to hurt. And a lot of times in that situation like that, what we'll do is we will put it off. And we'll push back, and we'll wait, and we'll procrastinate, and we'll make excuses, and the list goes on. But at the end of the day, basically what's happening is we're not doing what we know we should do because we know how much it's going to hurt. And we know how hard it's going to be. Jesus said, if anyone is going to follow me, he must take up his cross and follow me. Because he said it's going to be difficult. But he also said you need to count the cost. You need to be recognizing whether or not you're going to do what it is I've called you to do. And that's just not at the beginning, but that's in every aspect of our life. God, am I willing to be obedient? Am I willing to do what needs to be done? Am I willing to sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed? Am I willing to accept the consequences? God, am I willing to accept responsibility? And those, although they sound like simple questions, when they're really applied to life, they are not easy. I'm in the process now of making some decisions, and some decisions I don't want to make, and some steps I don't want to take, and some things I don't want to do, but I know it's right, and I know God is calling me to it. And as he does, I had that pushback of, God, I don't know. What if? But there's a certain point that once you're in, you're committed. And sometimes it's just taking that first step. Over at my place, I need to put in soundproofing insulation in the ceiling. So right now, my ceilings are being removed. Do you know how long I've pushed back because I didn't want that mess? I didn't really want to engage with that job, even though I needed to get it done, and I still do need to get it done, and I will get it done. But it was, okay, let's step out into the water. Let's get out of the boat. Life is always like that. Jesus is always calling us out of the boat to walk on water, calling us out of the boat to do the things that we can't do, calling us out of the boat to be in a place where only he can provide the strength and the support and everything that we need. At the end of the day, it's a good place. But taking that first step can be difficult, especially when you know what it's going to cost. Well, you know it's going to cost you, but you don't know exactly what it's going to be. I don't know how this is going to encourage you, and I hope it does. Doing the right thing isn't always easy. Doing the right thing doesn't always feel right. But living in obedience to God always ends up taking you to where you need to go. God bless you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.